It is Super Duper Sarah Cole and the lovely Miss Cranky Octavia today. She's already ready for a nap, so she might be cranky. Do you want to say hi? Hi. All right.
Hi.
Whoa, hello. And Jacob says hi too.
Hello.
All right, Power Moms. I wanted to come live in this group today on Tuesday, August 22nd, to talk about why are we all here. And when I say why are we all here, I don't mean here as in on this planet, here as in on this earth. I'm not going to go that deep today. I don't even mean why are we here on Facebook. I mean specifically, why are we here in the Power Moms online group? Why am I here? Do you want to get down? You can get down if you want. You're so cranky. So why am I here? Why are you here? Why is Debbie Mace here? Why is Techie Tony here? Why is Annette here? Why is Yvonne here? Why are we all here in this group? And before I tell you, I would love to hear if you could tell me, why are you here? Because I know why I'm here, but I'm one of the founding members of this group. So I'm here because this community is my baby. This community is like my dream. You're being crazy. Okay, so the Power Moms online community is a place. Good morning, Anthony. Say good morning. So Power Moms Online is a place for other moms and actually just other people, because we have fur moms, and we even have power dads in here, and we just have other awesome people who are just awesome. So we'll call them power people. Maybe. No, I think that might be wrong. But, okay, anyways. So we're all here to work together as a team to generate an income using Facebook. That's what Power Moms Online teaches. We teach you how to generate an income using the hectic 10 minutes in between mom duties. Or, as like in my case right now, during mom duties. I have a cranky toddler. Can I see? But I have work I need to get done. And so the only way for me to get my work done is to just do it anyways. I just need to accept that she's going to be whiny. Or I need to accept that she's going to stick her hand down my shirt in the middle of my video. But I still want to get this video done. Bye. You want to go see Jacob? I need to accept that this is my situation, these are my circumstances, but my mission remains the same. My goal remains the same. My goal is to financially provide for my children while being physically present. I owned my own business when I was married back from 2003 until 2008. I owned an appliance repair company with my husband. Well, actually, I never really owned it. Was an employee of, but I married my husband, whose parents owned it, and he owned it. So basically, I took on all the responsibilities of being a small business owner. And so I learned what that job was like. I was considered the operations manager, and so I was in charge of all operations. And it was a really, really consuming job, but it was 8 to 5. Well, that's not true. It wasn't 8 to 5 because I brought work home. So I would do 8 to 5, and then I'd start working after I get the kids to sleep. So about 9 o'clock or so, I'd turn the computer on and I'd go back to work, usually doing parts research and such. Okay, guys, I'm going to be really talented right now. So that was my job from 2003 to 2008. I was separated in January of 2008. The divorce was final in June. I decided to close the business in July of 2008 because we lost one of our contracts. We had the Sears contract for appliance repair. They terminated that contract, and we just were not financially making it. And I was using my personal credit cards to pay payroll and order the parts we needed to complete jobs. And I was just digging myself a hole. So I closed that business. And then I immediately went into retail, and I went from a sales associate to a store manager within about 18 months. So I moved up very quickly, and when I did that, obviously you can't work outside the home and take care of your children. So when I owned my own business, the kids went to daycare and they came into work with us. So when my infants were little, my two boys, they came to work with me and hung out in the office with me. And so I got to breastfeed them and everything until they were about 8 months old or so. And then I would put them in daycare so they would have more room to play and things like that. So I did that with both of my sons, Seth and Kyan. But then obviously when I was in retail, there's zero option of bringing kids to work in retail. And retail for me was not a 9 to 5. Retail for me was, I was scheduled 12:30 to 9 p.m. and then the next day I'd be scheduled 8 a.m. to 5. So for me, I had to get a nanny. So I had to get someone who would come into the house and watch the kids and get them off to school and then keep the youngest one. Now I did that for a number of years. So I did that from 2008 until 2012. So I did that for 4 years. And in 2012, I decided that working online was going to happen for me. I was not going to hire another nanny. I was not going to look for childcare. I was going to work from home. And that was a very, very bumpy road for me with a lot of zigs and a lot of zags and a lot of hills and a lot of valleys because I didn't know what I was doing. I joined Melaleuca and couldn't sell it, couldn't sign anyone up, didn't make any money. So then I started nannying from home myself. Hi, Megan. So I took on kids in my own home while I was home with my family. But I continued to try to work online, and I started Beachbody. And again, I got great results with Beachbody, but I couldn't sell it. So by October, November, maybe even September of 2013, I joined a company that was like an online training university for marketers. It was called the Internet Lifestyle Network, ILN. Mark Hoverson and Vincent Ortega Jr. and Clifton Hatfield were founding members of that company. So I got some really amazing training from Mark Hoverson and those other leaders within the community. Unfortunately, they were hit by what's that called, the DNS or whatever, and so they got dragged down and that company closed. But I wasn't going to give up. I was still determined to make money online. I was still completely determined to work from home, to not put my kids in daycare, and to be present for them. I just decided that that's going to happen no matter what. I'm going to make it happen. And I have now. But so we're all in this group, I hope, with the same mission in mind, and that is to generate an income online. We don't want to go get the typical 9 to 5s. For whatever reason that is for us. Mine happens to be, I want to be home with my children. So for some people, I know, Cynthia, you just hopped on. I can't speak to your why, Cynthia, but I would almost say that Cynthia's why is she wants to be her own boss and set her own schedule and be able to travel. Cynthia, could you share with us maybe what is one of your big reasons for wanting to be an online entrepreneur? Or how about you, Megan? Megan, could you share with us what your big reason to be an online entrepreneur is? Or Anthony? Or, so I was right, Cynthia, yay! How about you, Jessie? I know right now you still are working a job outside the home, but you have begun your online business. What's your driving force? What's your motivating force to be, you know, out of the 9 to 5? Oh, Megan, I love that. Yet you and we do have the same motivating force there. I know, Megan, you have 4 kids and twins even. That's so awesome.